EGCTV announcement. So this is the big announcement on regarding B. So this is what we've been waiting for. Red Bull came out with a very vague statement stating that B broke a rule in the rule book. Again, I have all that in my other video, so if you want more on that, please see that. Today we're going to be talking about EGCTV's tournament. So if you've seen Reddit or Discord or any of those forums, you'll be like, oh, why is this B thing coming back up? It's because EGCTV has finally made their statement regarding B. So, well-crafted statement. Basically, they, 1 and 2, they agree with the Red Bull's decision with banning B from the tournament, but he is eligible for participation in the events on the condition that he records his games for 12 months, and if the admins require him to show them or show the results, he has to show them, otherwise he's disqualified. So that is pretty much it. We never got a reason. We'll never know why B was disqualified, and this is what I really feel is like a disservice to the community. Or I feel like EGCTV, I don't blame them. I think from their perspective, this is probably what they had to put out. This is a very political statement, and it's kind of it's a safe answer because you get the B fans, they get, oh, he gets to participate, but at the same time, it also is acknowledging that he broke a rule. So what rule, we don't know. So it kind of split, 1 and 2 favors the ban B, and 3 and 4 is for B. So you got 2 bullets for each side. So right down the middle. I think from EGCTV, I think it's a fair statement. I wish 1 and 2 were out, because if the reason isn't provided, it just does the community such a disservice, because we don't know. Because even in Red Bull Wolo, there were some instances that we saw that were exploitative natures that the players were doing. We saw some fog of war clicks. We saw, emergency repairs. We saw other things in that dynamic that were borderline breaking the rule. You can make that argument, right? Regardless, I honestly don't care. I mean, I honestly don't think those are that big of a deal, but it would be nice to compare what we've been seeing these other pro players be doing, because we've seen it, and then what B did, right? So we know as an individual, hey, this ban was fair, it was justified, instead of just like a trust me bro, right? Trust this entity, right? This Red Bull EGCTV. I don't know Red Bull that much, EGCTV. I've known them from Age of Empires 3 just as a fan, so I do trust EGCTV, but at the same time, I'm still reserved in wanting to know the reason why B was disqualified and treated the way he did. Now, EGCTV, they treated, they didn't treat him bad or anything. So you can see his statement, it's pretty fair, political. It's like a political answer. Red Bull really didn't say much, but other members in the community really just trashed B. And we saw YouTube videos call him hacker and saying he did this and that, and that wasn't even provided. The stuff that B was accused of wasn't even provided by Red Bull. But yet this was the information that was spewed by people, and then that trickled down and people believe in it. And we had months long of people accusing B of being a hacker, and just really it left a distaste in my mouth. And that's why I've been so vocal on Discord and these other forums, because I just want it to be fair. B still having, for the rest of his career, he will have people call him a cheater, and if he moves into another game, people will refer to, hey, he was disqualified from a 300, 500K tournament. He has no answer. He can't defend himself, right? Because he doesn't know. Now, he's defend himself the best he could. He did the Q&A sessions. He did streamed with 2 cameras. He's reached out to the Red Bull admins, and he hasn't received a response other than the one that didn't provide him any clarification and that ended with good evening. So it was just really unfortunate, very, very sad for the Age of Empires 4 community, and you can see how split the community was. Now, what I do like is when the announcement originally was released, I feel like 90% of people were just against B and trashing him. With this recent post and like on Reddit here on B, I'm seeing a lot more favorable comments in support of B, which is good in that aspect. I'm like, okay, hey, the community's coming around. There's possibly seeing that, it's something just doesn't smell right. Something doesn't feel right. Why can't we get just a reason, hey, he did do this, fog of war hack or something like that, or something, but we don't have that. So it really comes now, do you trust the organizations and the judgment of those people placed to make those calls? Right now I feel like there's this there's just one side being pushed out by the top streamers the top Age of Empires media is be cheated, and this EGCTV statement, it was kind of like just another nail in the coffin of, hey, he did cheat. It was definitely one-sided, and I would have just loved to see some person with higher influence, stand up for B. B was really alone. Luckily, Fitzbro, he did do the interview and gave B a voice. I think that helped out a lot. I appreciate Fitzbro doing that, because otherwise B didn't have a voice. He really didn't have a platform, and I to this day, I don't know if B cheated, or if he's innocent, I don't know. And I'm going to stay on the side of I don't know, because I'm not just going to believe something an entity told me they cheated. I want to know why. It's crazy that, to me anyways, that you can ban a person from a 300K event and not provide a reason. I understand, maybe you don't want to show off your evidence, but, just stating which rule he broke. It's just crazy. And people want to put that out there that's like extreme or tinfoil thinking that I've seen in Reddit. But it's really not. And I feel like more people in the Age of Empires 4 community is coming around. I thought a good point someone brought up in Reddit was this, for the next 12 months, B is required to record his games. I think that should be for every pro. I really don't think that should just be singled out to B. I think it should be for everyone, just because this could be in the event of anyone. And I think it's in the favor of the pro. It's not like necessarily a punishment, but a benefit of, hey, I know I'm playing a clean game. Here's the record, right? But yeah, B has been really put through the ringer in this whole thing. Luckily, he can play in the EGCTV events. And that's another reason why I just wanted to provide the podcast to give, another voice. Just trying to have my own platform where I can share my own thoughts without bothering anyone else.